Hello everybody, this is Brisbane05 Blast here and welcome back to another video of this channel. In this last episode, we actually took on Sheffield United in the FA Cup and we actually got a big win over Sheffield United, and because of this, we're now moving on to the quarterfinals, which is one match away to reaching Wembley Stadium, because from semi-final onwards, we will actually be at the Wembley Stadium. But now, we're actually going to be taking on Sheffield United again, but this time in the Premier League match. And I really cannot wait to see how things go, because this time it's not going to be at Emirates Stadium, it's going to be at Bramall Lane, the home ground of Sheffield United. It's actually a cricket stadium, if you not noticed. I think most of the cricket matches happen there, but now it is happening at Lords and Oval. But Bramall Lane, I think, used to host a lot of cricket matches, or maybe just county matches. So yeah. But anyway, I really cannot wait to see how things go for Arsenal, because as it stands, they're actually out of the title race because Man City has a game in hand. And if they get a win here, they could actually, keep on increasing and, try to make it more impossible for the Gunners to clinch, try to reach Man City in a very heated title race. So we're just going to see how things go here. But anyway, I really hope you enjoyed this one. Please make sure to like and subscribe. And without further ado, let's enjoy this episode. Alright guys, we're here to see Arsenal versus Sheffield United, or basically Sheffield United versus Arsenal, right here at the Bramall Lane. So, as usual, we're going to be taking a look at the standings. So, Kai Havertz is actually the only player that is kind of not good. He's battling fitness. Well, he did play in the FA Cup, and as usual, Man City has a game in hand. We're actually 7 points behind them, but City has a game in hand, and same thing with Chelsea as well. But I think if we get a win here, at least maybe there'll be something to take care on. So yeah. But anyway, let's go to match day. And probably there's something here. Gotta get rid of that. Sorry. Yeah, there was something on top of the screen. It's kind of like interfering here. So sorry that my finger came in the way. But yeah, there was something on it. So yeah. But anyway, pre-match report. Sheffield United has a lot of fatigue players too, like Fleck, Norwood, Ahmed Uzic, Boadu, Tosin. But I really hope Arsenal get the job done. I know they're up against a 19th place Sheffield United, but they've already fallen down to 3rd place, and they've not been that consistent. And there is a way that Arsenal may be spoiled with that draw. But anyway, let's go to team management. Our only replacement will be Kai Havertz. So, well, Trossard is also kind of fatigued too, so we're going to make some changes here, probably in the bench section, so don't go anywhere, guys. Alright, guys, so our only change is actually in the other forward, and that is Kai Havertz. He's actually going to be replaced by Eddie Nketiah. He's from the reserves, because now Santiago Jimenez is actually good enough to make it to the bench, so that's why Eddie Nketiah is now moved to the reserves area. But alright, I really hope you guys enjoyed this. I've seen a lot of views. No one is backing me up and no one is subscribing to my channel. I really kind of feel sad about this, because it's been few videos that I'm actually getting a lot of respectable views. So I know I'm trying my best, but I also want you to contribute too as well, because this is my sheer hard work that I'm actually trying to make and that I'm actually trying to put just for you guys to get entertained. Even though I sometimes speak random stuff, the entertainment is still going on. So please understand that, guys. But anyway, if you're a true Brisbane05 Blaster fan, I really thank you and appreciate that, because you guys are really trying to keep my channel alive, and that's all I got to say. But anyway, I really hope you enjoy this one. Please make sure to like and subscribe. And without further ado, let's enjoy this match. As you can see right here, Gabriel Jesus has now got 27 goals and is the current Premier League top scorer. So, yep, that's all I got to say here. And now we're actually in the cricket ground here in Sheffield United's home ground, that is Bramall Lane. So, yeah. And that's Ramsdale's former club, if you noticed that, because he actually did play for Sheffield United before moving to Arsenal. But right now, Arsenal are actually out of the title race because, like I said earlier in the introduction, Man City, they actually have a game in hand with 61 points. Arsenal are currently in third place with 54. Sheffield is in 17 points. Actually, all three relegated sides are with 17 points. So maybe the relegation battle is actually going to be pretty close. But anyway, here's Gabriel Jesus, one of the players to watch. He actually didn't actually play in the FA Cup. He was actually as the bench player. So yeah. But he did score a goal against Sheffield United in the FA Cup. It was actually Santiago Jimenez and Trossard that actually did the hard work there, scoring a brace. And that's Sheffield United starting 11. Paul Heckingbottom, the manager. I really hope he's actually going to be sacked because their team is actually in the relegation zone, on the verge of actually joining the championship. But anyway, here's Arsenal starting 11. Aaron Ramsdale's in goal, followed by these four defenders: Gabriel, Zinchenko, Saliba, White. Gabriel, Martinelli, Camavinga, Odegaard, Saka, and Nketiah comes in for Kai Havertz. And Jesus is the starter. He's a striker. And we have the bench players. As you can see, Reece Nelson makes into the bench. So, yep. And here's Santiago Jimenez also. I mean, he's also in the bench too. But I know for sure he's going to deliver well. He scored a brace against Sheffield United in the FA Cup. Imagine if he can actually do it again. Who's actually going to be starting? It's going to be Arsenal. So this is actually going to be a pretty blow because I know Newcastle start first and they actually scored. And this could be good. But I know that when Arsenal actually start first, this could not go well. And just as I said that, they just lost the possession. But luckily Saka comes at the right time to save Arsenal there by tackling it. And now here's Martinelli. Still Martinelli. He gets tackled badly and I think it's going to be a goal kick. It is. As you can see in the a tale of two teams, Sheffield United has scored 26 goals. Arsenal has only scored 100. And like I said, I told you this is a tactical view. That's the reason why Arsenal has scored more goals. Like crazily more goals than Sheffield United. But I have a feeling that this is going to be ugly. This might be a salt in the wounds because even though Arsenal got the job done over Sheffield United in the FA Cup, you know for sure Arsenal might have a glitch in the matrix here. Now here's Da Silva. Da Silva finds Tosin. Tosin shoots, but his shot gets blocked and Gabriel has it. He finds Martinelli. Martinelli finds Gabriel Jesus. Jesus finds Ben White. Still White. White finds Odegaard. What can Odegaard do? He almost got the ball out. That could have been trouble here for Arsenal. Now here's Saka. Saka finds Nketiah. Nketiah's shot got blocked. That could have been a good shot from Eddie Nketiah, but his shot got blocked sadly. And it's again with Sheffield United. And Arsenal's defense is sometimes a bit clunky here. Now here's Boadu. Like I just said, defense is clunky. But luckily Ramsdale saves it because he knows what he had to do. He performed a stinker against Newcastle United in the first half, where he actually didn't make a single save there in the first half, scoring 4 unanswered goals. It was probably the worst thing to see, or 3 unanswered goals in the first half. It was actually the second half was actually balanced. So yeah. But here's corner kick for Sheffield United. Luckily Ramsdale, he actually took the risk in taking the ball. One of the Sheffield United was pretty close. And this time Ramsdale does find a player because when he actually did that last time, one of the opponents actually intercepted that. Now here's Camavinga. He finds Saka. Saka finds Ben White. Still Ben White. Still Benjamin White. Ben White finds Saka, but obviously Baldock makes a good interception. Baldock finds Da Silva. Da Silva to Tosin. And I think this could be a goal in the making. Ramsdale just... I thought that could have been a goal for a second. That could have been a goal for a second, but Ramsdale made a good save. And that was a blunder here from Arsenal. He should not have actually chucked this one away. And unfortunately, it actually wasn't in their favour, and because of this, it's a corner kick for Sheffield United. They're applying more pressure on Arsenal. Norwood actually makes a good cross. Ben White makes a good block. Odegaard just manages to get this one away, but it's still with Sheffield United. Fleck finds it and he finds Trusty. Still Trusty. Still Trusty. Trusty shoots, but Saliba makes a good block. And now here's Odegaard with it. Still Martin Odegaard. Still Martin Odegaard. Odegaard finds Kamavinga, who's probably doing well as a centre midfielder, making a lot of assists. He finds Jesus. Jesus finds Nketiah. Nketiah finds Jesus, but he gets tackled brutally. Play on was given because it was with Arsenal. But even that, Arsenal didn't capitalise. Now here's Tosin. Tosin finds Boadu. And I have a feeling this could actually be a goal. There's no way Arsenal could defend this one. But even that, they still defended. And obviously an early booking. Austin Trusty was actually booked for that hard tackle on Gabriel Jesus. If you could see that on replay, he actually badly tackled him. No wonder Arsenal managed to keep the advantage on. That could have actually been a free kick if this was given away. But luckily it was a yellow card for Austin Trusty. And still no goal here for Sheffield United despite the chances. And this time Sheffield United is playing short. It's Boadu with it. Still Boadu. Boadu actually tries to cross this, but it was a deflection. And it's another corner kick for Sheffield United. That was a good block from Gabriel. And now it's another corner kick for Sheffield. Is he going to go short or long? He's going short. Still Boadu. Now here's Boadu with it. Finds Norwood. Still Norwood. But it was given away. And now Arsenal has a chance for the counter-attack. If they can use it. Jesus finds Saka. Saka trying to go through the defense. He finds Nketiah. Still Eddie Nketiah. Nketiah somehow gets the ball blocked. And I think this might be half-time. Unless if there's a last attack, which there is for Arsenal. Martinelli finds Gabriel Jesus. What can Jesus do? Still Jesus! And he scores the goal at the stroke of half-time. I cannot believe it. Arsenal's top scorer gives Arsenal the lead at the stroke of half-time. A bit of a dribble and finally scoring it. That was a chance. Sheffield United actually had chances to put themselves in front, but Ramsdale keeps on making good saves. And it was actually Arsenal who didn't do well in terms of possession, getting the goal at the stroke of half-time. And it is actually going to be half-time, and just at the right time though, because now Arsenal have a 1-goal lead over Sheffield United at the end of half-time. And here's Gabriel Jesus, after scoring that late goal in the first half. Might have given a bit of pat on the back for him, because what a time the goal was needed for the Gunners. They've not been doing well recently in terms of Premier League here. But overall, they are doing good. Sometimes they had losses, they get wins. It's not like they're not like won a lot of games. They have been like having a lot of losses. But yeah, Arsenal, they were under pressure, honestly. But luckily Ramsdale made saves after save. And then Boadu had a chance, but a block from Gabriel might have saved Arsenal there. And then there was a chance for Gabriel Jesus, which he took it successfully. Scored that goal just in the nick of time, which put Arsenal in front. Arsenal had 3 shots, Sheffield United had 7 shots. It was actually a domination from Sheffield United. And I know what you're wondering, saying that why Arsenal are not dominating, even though they're up against a relegated side. Well, that's because this isn't Sheffield United's home ground. 7 shots for them. That's the reason why they're dominating more than Arsenal. It looks like we're actually going to be starting off. We're not going to be making changes, but we are going to be having a short break here. So don't go anywhere, as we'll be right back. So sit tight, as the second half will be coming shortly right after this break. Alright, second half is already there. Arsenal did actually bottle the lead against West Ham, so even though they actually got a 1-0 lead over them, or like they're still having a lead over Sheffield United, things can change. This happened against West Ham where they had a 2-0 lead, but then they bottled it, I think, last 15 minutes or so. And I think this could be a goal here for Sheffield United. And just when I said that there would be a chance for a goal, Ramsdale just kind of heard me there. And he actually just prevented them from scoring. Martinelli finds Gabriel Jesus. Could this be a brace for Jesus? But Davies makes a good save. And Sheffield United's next match, as you can see at the top left, is against Bournemouth. And there's going to be a substitution here for Arsenal. Saliba is actually going to be coming off for Hurrien Timber, since he's kind of fatigued. Trying to inject some players. A corner kick here for Arsenal. It's going to be Saka with it, but obviously the ball's headed away. Martinelli finds Camavinga. Back to Martinelli. Martinelli shoots. And what a shot from Martinelli. That was a powerful one. And now Arsenal doubled their lead. That was a wonderful pass from Camavinga. It was like a tiki-taka pass. Trying to be like prime Barcelona there. Finding Camavinga. Camavinga finding Martinelli. And Martinelli just blasts that one in the goal. Just blasted that one in. And now Arsenal have a 2-goal lead over the Blades, Sheffield United. But like I said, even though Arsenal are 2-0 up, this might change. But let's see what Arsenal can do in terms of defensive point of view. Now here's Tosin. Tosin finds Boadu. This could be a chance for Sheffield United. Can they actually get the goal? They finally do after so many attempts. And I think that's Tosin that actually got Sheffield United back into the game. After so many shots, they finally get the goal. And Ramsdale this time couldn't save it. And there is going to be a substitution here for Arsenal. Emil Smith-Rowe is going to be coming in for Eddie Nketiah. He's actually playing as a centre forward point because obviously his striker is in place. Santiago Jimenez is actually taking his place as a bench striker. So Smith-Rowe is going to be coming in for Nketiah. And the Blades are back in. But can Blades score an equalizer? We don't know. This did happen with West Ham. West Ham did the impossible, where Arsenal were 2-0 up and West Ham scoring 2 unanswered goals. What can Gabriel Jesus do though? Gabriel Jesus just keeps on scoring goals. That's the answer. There is your answer there. If you're wondering what can Jesus do, there is your answer. Jesus just score goals for fun. And now he's actually at 29th goal. On the verge of actually beating Mo Salah's 32-goal record. Even though that was already broken. Haaland actually broke the record in real life. He scored 36 goals. But in the game, it's still... Salah still has the more goals, the record-breaking goals in the Premier League in the game. But can Jesus actually break it? We don't know. That's actually his 29th goal in just 26 matches. But Arsenal this time have the ball. Gabriel Jesus with it. Jesus finds Emil Smith-Rowe. Smith-Rowe finds Zinchenko. Back passes to Martinelli. Martinelli has a chance to score a brace, which he does. And Arsenal, they're just scoring goals for fun. He also scores a brace. And I think Arsenal will finally get the win that they deserve after so much time of, being ahead but then getting robbed at the last minute. And Arsenal will be making another substitution. It's going to be the centre-back. That's Gabriel coming off for Rob Holding. Rob Holding is basically not that good as a centre-back. His pace is horrendous. But what can he do, though, as a centre-back?
for Arsenal, number 11, Gabriel Martinelli.
But yeah, this is interesting. Arsenal are completely dominating over Sheffield United, both away and both home.
Number 6, Gabriel. Coming onto the pitch, number 16, Rob Holding.
Now here's Egan. Egan finds Larouci. Still Larouci. It's still Larouci. Larouci finds Tosin. What a save from Ramsdale. I think Arsenal may probably take easier. Now here's Zinchenko. 15 minutes to go. Arsenal may at least get time for scoring one last goal here. It's with Camavinga. Camavinga tries to find the player, but Norwood makes a good interception there. And now he has a chance to go on a counter-attack position to at least get a consolation goal here for Sheffield United. But a bad pass from Norwood gives the ball away and Arsenal retrieves it back. Now here's Hurrien Timber. It's still Timber. Timber finds Zinchenko. Zinchenko finds Martinelli. Martinelli finds Smith-Rowe. Still Smith-Rowe. Smith-Rowe makes a good pass. And that was a comedy error here from Arsenal. Almost a chance for a goal, but it hit the post. But like what I said initially, Arsenal are taking a bit of ease there. They don't have to be greedy. They do have a lot of... their goal advantages... they probably have a pretty good goal advantage, goal difference. So they just do not want to be greedy here. They can probably try their best to score a goal here. They just don't want to be greedy in terms of the possession and such, trying to rush themselves. Odegaard has it, finds Saka. Saka finds Odegaard. Odegaard finds Martinelli. Martinelli has a chance to score a hat-trick, but Trusty makes a good block. And that's the game done and dusted here as Arsenal get a win over Sheffield United, 4-1. It was a pretty good match here for Mikel Arteta and his side. They needed that after that loss to Newcastle United. It's a bit crazy here for Arsenal. Gabriel Jesus scoring a brace. Still the Premier League top scorer here. We're going to be checking and seeing who's going to be catching up to Gabriel Jesus. But yeah, full time with Arsenal 4, Sheffield United 1. And we're actually going to be taking a look at the highlights here. And obviously it was a pretty close contest here. Gabriel Jesus scoring a goal at the stroke of halftime. It was balanced in the first half. But then as usual, a tiki-taka here from Arsenal. Playing like prime Barcelona. Martinelli scoring a goal. And then in the 63rd minute, Jesus scoring that goal. Replied back after that goal that they've conceded. Too bad Ramsdale's not getting the clean sheet. But as you always say, you don't really rely on clean sheets when you actually perform very well. Clean sheets does not make you the best goalkeeper. It's pure domination. Like, if you're dominating well in terms of the possession and everything, attack and defense, that will probably make you the best goalkeeper. Well, mostly from a defensive point of view. But anyway, we're going to take a look at the post-match interview and see what Arteta will be saying.
Can we ask you a question?
So what will the reporters say to Mikel Arteta here? We don't know. But I know for sure Arteta's happy. A great win and a great performance from Martinelli. The 2 goals were probably what won us the game, but there was so much to admire about Martinelli's performance today. He's strong, committed, skillful, and a real team player. That's twice you've beaten Sheffield United. Do you think you've proved you've got better players, or is it just that you worked out a way to play against them now? I think we look so dangerous going forward. This game was no different. The lads are in great form, and I could tell straight away they were in this mood today. Our attacking play is always a threat. Nobody expected Sheffield United to give Arsenal a serious test today, and the game went according to the prediction. It was a comfortable win, but what can you take away from your team's performance? Of course, I'm pleased with the win and I'm pleased we scored a few goals, but it's just another 3 points. Other people can talk about how impressive we were. Our job is to work hard in
Thanks,
training.
that's all.
But anyway, that's the game done already. And as usual, our next game is probably a very decisive one. Yes, you remember the background here. It is a Europa League match. And we're actually going to be taking up against Shakhtar Donetsk in the Donbass Arena. Yes, we're up against Shakhtar Donetsk. It's going to be a pretty interesting match here. Up against a Ukrainian club who has a bit of experience in beating English clubs. I'm pretty sure. I think that happened with Dynamo Kiev. I'm not sure. I mean, Dynamo Kiev did actually did that one against Newcastle United. So, and they're a Ukrainian club. So Dynamo Kiev is one of the successful Ukrainian clubs. Now they've kind of fallen off, and Shakhtar Donetsk becomes the best Ukrainian club. But what can Arsenal do here? And yep, there's a reminder that you'll submit your final list of call-ups. Yeah, that's for Finland here. And let's see what the player chat is for those two teams. It's for Declan Rice and Saliba. Boss, I really think that if I don't start getting a regular game, I'm going to need to consider my future here. Don't worry, Declan Rice. You don't have to worry about it. I'm dreaming about this happening. Thanks for giving me a chance in the senior squad, boss. I'm desperate to show everybody what I can bring to the team. Just keep working hard and stay focused. You've achieved nothing yet, but if you follow the example of the senior players around you now, you won't go far wrong in the future. And Saliba, boss, I feel like I've made some great progress lately. Thinking about what I'm contributing to the team at the moment, I'm sure I should be on the better wages now. I'd really appreciate if you could fix up a time to sit down with me and my agent and take a look at my contract. Oh yeah, it's about Saliba. He's actually going to be leaving this club, but as per the wheel, we have to, I mean, he is a key player, but Saliba is, he might be leaving Arsenal as per the wheel, and I kind of want him, but it is what it is. But anyway, I really hope you enjoyed this one. Oh, well, before we actually wrap this one up, let's take a look at the player stats here. So Lang has scored the most goals. He has 9 goals. Gabriel Jesus obviously has the more goals in terms of Premier League. Moreno scored 6 goals though. But yeah, Arsenal has 29 goals. The only player to catch him up is Erling Haaland with 22 goals. Rashford with 17. Isaac with 17. And Moreno with 16. I really cannot wait to see how things go here for Arsenal. It's going to be a pulsating Europa League match. I cannot wait to see how things go here. But anyway, I really hope you enjoyed this one. And we'll be back for our next match. Goodbye. Hello guys, we're back. And just as we witnessed, Arsenal, just like in the FA Cup, destroyed Sheffield United. 4-1 in Bramall Lane. And it was all thanks to Gabriel Jesus scoring a brace and Martinelli scoring a brace, which gave Arsenal at least a slight chance of actually being in the title race. We just don't know how things are in the Premier League standings, so we'll probably check that in the next episode. I mean, we can check that when we can, change competitions and such. So, yeah, before we get started with the Europa League match. And yeah, it was all thanks to Gabriel Jesus and Martinelli both scoring a brace. And yeah, that's how the things went. Tosin did actually get a consolation goal for Sheffield United, but it wasn't enough. And he tried to get Sheffield United back in the game, but it wasn't enough. So, yeah. So, anyway, that's all things have been for Arsenal. I mean, they're trying their best to stay in the title race. We just don't know how things can last long for them. But anyway, I really hope you enjoyed this one. We're actually going to be taking a look and see what our next match is going to be. So, yeah. So, our next match for the Gunners is going to be a European competition. We're back with some action in the Europa League match. And it's going to be a pulsating one, as it's going to be Arsenal taking on Shakhtar Donetsk here in the Donbass Arena in Ukraine. We hope you look forward to that, as it's going to be a very good and interesting match. Alright, there you have it guys. So Arsenal's next match is going to be in the Europa League match as they take on Shakhtar Donetsk away from home at Donbass Arena in Ukraine. So I really cannot wait to see how things go. Arsenal's is getting a Europa League match after 3 months of waiting. Well, I mean, it's not 3 months yet, but in the game it is. But yeah, you know what I mean. But after 3 months of waiting, Arsenal are finally getting the Europa League match, and it's going to be a round of 16 one against Shakhtar Donetsk, one of the best Ukrainian clubs ever. But anyway, I really hope you enjoyed this one. This is Brisbane 05 Blaster here, signing off.